Aryan was a talented musician. He had playing the guitar for years and was known for his skill, but when his friend suggested a new technique to improve his playing, Aryan scoffed, I already know what I'm doing. He dismissed the advice and stuck to his old ways. Months later, he watched another guitarist, one who had been open to learning, surpasses him in skill. What went wrong? Aryan let his ego block his growth. Like Aryan, many of us unknowingly let our ego hold us back. Let's explore 5 ways this happens through real life situation, expert insights, and research backed data. Rejecting feedback, the silent killer of improvement. A filmmaker receives constructive criticism on his short film. Instead of considering the feedback, he angrily defends his choices. His next film has the same flaws. Ego makes us associate feedback with personal failure. Instead of seeing it as a tool for growth, we treat it as an attack. A study in the Journal of Applied Psychology 2014 found that people who react defensively to feedback show little improvement over time, while those embrace it make significant progress. Shift your mindset. Feedback is not about proving yourself, it's about improving yourself. The best performers, from athletes to CEO, actively seek feedback. Rejecting feedback kills improvement. The more we listen, the faster we grow. Fear of failure, the roadblock to mastery. A dancer refuses to audition for a big competition, fearing she will embarrass herself. She never realizes her full potential. Ego tricks us into thinking failure defines our worth. Instead of seeking it as a stepping stone, we avoid risks altogether. Dr. Carol Dweck's research on growth mindset shows that people who embrace failure as part of learning perform better over time than those who fear it. Reframe failure as feedback. Every mistake teaches you something valuable if you let it. Fear of failure stops the progress. True growth happens when we stop fearing mistakes and start learning from them. Third, seeking validation over real growth. A writer obsesses over social media likes instead of improving his storytelling. He becomes frustrated when his popularity fades. Ego craves approval. Instead of measuring success by skill development, we measure it by how many people notices us. Focus on progress, not applause. True mastery comes from internal growth, not external praise. Seeking validation distracts us from the real growth. The best learners are those who improve for themselves, not for recognition. Sticking to a fixed mindset, the self imposed ceiling. A student believes he's just bad at math. He never puts in effort, so he never improves. Ego convinces us that intelligence and talents are fixed. If we believe we cannot improve, we don't even try. A Harvard Business Review 2019 study found that employees with a growth mindset who believe they can improve are 47% more adaptable and successful in new challenges than those with a fixed mindset. Replace I can't with I can learn. Skills are not fixed, they grow with efforts. A fixed mindset limits potential. The moment you believe you can grow, you unlock your true potential. Holding on to a single identity. The fear of reinvention. A chef refuses to learn baking because he sees himself only as a savory chef. He misses out on a chance to expand his skill. Ego ties our identity to what we already know. We fear looking like beginners again, so we stay in our comfort zone. A study in Psychological Science 2020 found that people who limit themselves to one identity resist learning new skill even when it could benefit them. Those open to reinvention thrive in multiple areas. Adopt a beginner's mindset. Being great at one thing doesn't mean you can't learn something new. Holding on to single identity restricts learning. The more willing you are to start fresh, the more skills you will gain. Ryan Holiday in Ego is the Enemy said, "Ego is the enemy of what you want and of what you have. It deludes us. It makes us overconfident. It makes us complacent." Where is your ego holding you back? Are you rejecting feedback, fearing failure, or clinging to a fixed identity? Recognizing these habits is the first step towards breaking free. Ego is not confidence, it's insecurity disguised as pride. True confidence comes from learning, adapting, and staying open to growth. Ask for feedback and act on it. I need your feedback in this video. Let's see how many of you watching this video have a growth mindset, or would you let your ego win and be a fixed mindset? Challenge yourself to fail and learn. Focus on progress, not external approval. Believe in your ability to grow. Reinvent yourself when necessary. The moment you let go of ego, you unlock your highest potential.